You know, Jesus said, you must be born again in John chapter 3 by water and spirit. Well, Jesus wasn't talking about in the fleshly way because Jesus said the flesh has no value. He was talking about in the spiritual way, that ones are born again. A new creation, as Paul was inspired to write. As Galatians 3:7 says, children of Abraham, ones who put faith in Jesus. And so there's, as Galatians 3 brings out, there's neither Jew nor Gentile or Greek. There's none of that. Now all those divisions that are common in the world are not important anymore. Yes, as a new creation, we take on the attitude of Jesus. And he said, well, who are my mother and brothers and sisters? Those doing the will of my Father. You see, so that's the attitude of those who are born again. They're following Jesus. Their mentality, those doing the will of the Father, that's my family. When you get the idea and understand is that this family would involve people who would not be concerned about their race, ethnicity, but they would be all a new creation. They would all be considered each other family. If you're manifesting partial behavior because of wealth, because of race, then you're not displaying the love that Jesus said would identify his disciples. So Jesus said they will know you by the love among you. So then if you don't have that love, that means you're not of his. You see, Jesus made it very clear, many will claim to be his disciples, but they're going to prove false. They're going to be just like Satan the devil, acting like they're angels of light, but really we know who their source is from. When you're born again, you're a new creation. You're producing the fruits of the Spirit, and one of them is love. Peace is another one. Jesus said, when I come back, will I find the faith? What a good question that is, because look at all these churches and all this racial divide. You know, and the thing is, when you got that, think your race is so superior, you think you must be first. And that particular attitude is indicative that they don't have the Spirit of God. They don't have that humility from Jesus. They can't display the love Jesus is talking about. And because of that, they're in darkness. So until we stop living like that, how do you expect to be this new creation that the Bible speaks of? What does 2 Corinthians 5:16 say? We know no man by the flesh. So if you're a Christian, that's part of being the new creation. You don't know anybody by the flesh. You don't know them by the skin color. Are they doing the will of God? See, all Jesus sees is sheep and goats. We don't care how white or how dark a person is. It don't matter one bit. If they're doing the will of God, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my mother, that's my family member. That's all that matters. But the fake Christians, it does matter to them. And as James brings out, they're rendering evil decisions. And if they're rendering evil decisions, their father is the devil. Jesus said, everybody's going to be judged based on their deeds. So what do you think will happen if a person been holding tight to this racial bigotry and racism of all kinds? But we can understand and appreciate that one day all this will be gone. All this propaganda will be gone because all the people that promote it will be gone. As Romans 8:13 says, you live by the flesh, you're going to die. But Christians, if they continue to not live by the flesh but live by the Spirit, if they do that, they'll be like the Israelites in the time of Egypt. Darkness in Egypt, but light will govern them as they look forward to deliverance.